I feel like even with the new map changes that we got to Pokemon Unite with Groudon and the changes to the objective with what happens with the shields, I kind of just feel like these changes kind of just won't matter. It's just going to be the same end game, the same griefing randoms, the same nonsense that just happens on the map time after time after time. Now, honestly, it's been 3 years since we have gotten a map. Like after year 1 of Pokemon Unite, after we got the Zapdos change, they gave us Rayquaza after the year, and we've been waiting 3 years anticipating worlds after worlds after worlds, and we're finally getting it. But it's kind of at a point where it's just too late. It's just going to be the same mechanics, but it's reskinned with a twist. It's not even going to solve the problems that we have. Like, cool, we could fight the enemies off for their shields and we could steal them, cool, whatever, but it's not going to solve the problems. It's just going to shift how they are. We're still going to have the same solo queue pains. We're still going to have bad matchmaking. We're still going to be paired up with griefing teammates. We're still going to be paired up with new players. We're still going to be paired up with just people that just don't want to win and that want to play the game for fun. So like, I don't understand how these map changes are going to help make these games more winnable for the people that want to play the game or that enjoy the game or that want to win, when the people that don't want to win are still going to be the same ones that don't want to win. I just want to play my favorite Pokemon, or it's okay if we lose as long as we have fun. Like, no, like there's no point of having a ranked competitive mode if you're not going to be ranked and competitive about it. If you want to have fun, go play casual. If you want to have fun, go play the volleyball mode. Like, there's different ways to have fun with your friends rather than coming into rank ladder and then trying to experiment and have fun there. Like, we're still gonna have the bad matchmaking, and it's not gonna fit just power creep either. Like, power creep is this game's design. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with the end game. I just know that with power creep being a part of this game, literally this game's monetization model, absolutely nothing's gonna change. Leafeon's still gonna be roaming the map. The freaking best attackers like Latios are still gonna be roaming the map. Freaking the best all-rounders and best speedsters, whatever, they're still gonna be doing the same things that they were doing before. All the broken Pokemon are going to be doing the same things that they were doing before. Like, there's changes that they can do to fix the game. Like, I personally think if they added like game modes like how they had in League of Legends, how they have team fight tactics. They have an auto chess version. There's a community-based made Pokemon auto chess because Pokemon Unite just refused to put it inside of the global version. And before we even had the Chinese version, Pokemon Unite barely even wanted to put it in the game. Like, I understand it's a Pokemon games first, and you know, we want to get all the Pokemon viewers and everything and like that. But like, if we want to be a competitive esports game and we want to bring more esports orgs to the game, so that way we could keep it alive longer, you got to do something to cater to both the competitive audience and the casual audience. Like, you can't just sit here thinking that, you know what, all we need to do is put this rank ladder in, add a few Pokemon, get some power creep Pokemon in there, and then think that the game's going to change, because it's not. It's not. People are still going to be unhappy. People are still going to complain. People are still going to whine. Like, I think something else that they could do is like reset MMR completely. I think with the Groudon change, something they could have done was just make us all start back from beginner rank. It's an unpopular opinion. Some people would probably be like, hell no, we don't need that change, yada, yada, yada. But like, think about it. If we're having so many problems with matchmaking, if we're having so many problems with MMR and being paired with bad teammates, the only true way for us to be able to get back into these normal lobbies is just by resetting MMR completely. Am I right or am I wrong? Let me know in the comments. Something else that'll probably help change the game and make it better is adding roll queue and have a more punishing report system. Roll queue will make it so that when we're not keeping up with 5 attackers, 5 speedsters, 5 all-rounders, and we're having more balanced lobbies in our games, more balanced queues. We have a tank, we have a support, we have a carry, we have a jungle support, or a jungle, a bot laner, a top carry. Like, we're getting our ideal team comp simply because people are queued into the games and the roles that they want to play. And I understand if we do that, if we do happen to make that change, it's probably going to be a little bit slower lobbies, yeah, because there's probably going to be 6 times as more carries than there are tanks and supports. Even though there are tanks and supports that do play the game, you know, we're going to have more of that double EXP share role, or having that one tank, having that one support inside of our lobby. So that way we do have balanced games. I know there's been many times that I've been inside of a game and I couldn't tell you the amount of times I have a team of like 3 to 4 attackers while the enemy team has just like a perfect balance, everything that they could want in the world just to counter me while I'm just trying to save the hell out of my game with whatever I have in front of me. I feel like something else that can change the game as well is like doing a tutorial overhaul. Like, think about it. We've had this tutorial for 4 years, and it's been on the same map, still talking about Zapdos, still talking about Groudon, still talking about Dreadnought, and on top of that, the reason why we have so many Decidueye players in our lobby is because they stopped giving out Pikachu in the beginning of the game, and they're giving out Decidueye. That is why we have so many of them, and I feel like the game was just teaching so many bad habits overall. Like in Honor of Kings, which is another game that's made by Timmy Tencent, they have a freaking beautiful tutorial system where they teach you not only how to play the map and how the map works, but they also teach you how to play the characters. They tell you what the moves do, they show you how the moves work in the mini video, and not only that, they show you how to do the combos on every single hero that they have inside of that game. And they have double, maybe triple the heroes that we have Pokemon inside of Pokemon Unite. With this new Groudon map change, it's not the end of the world, because maybe something that they can do is start teasing us with those rotating maps, right? Think about having Zapdos coming in for a game, and then the next game you have Rayquaza, the game after you get to have Groudon, or the maps just randomized between every single game that you play, or you get to vote between the teams. I personally think that would be pretty cool, especially having 3 different maps to play from, maybe even 2 game modes. If we want to bring the 500 point mode inside there, then we have 4 maps to choose from, 4 different types of games to play, and each and every single one of those maps are unique, and they have a different play style on how the map should be played, so it's most effective for you. And last but not least, I really think they should really rework how these events work. The events are arguably the biggest waste of time and energy that I've ever seen. The free events don't even matter, because what are you gonna get? You're gonna get some freaking fashion tickets, some AOS coins, some AOS tickets, some item enhancers, and it's not even enough for you to like sustain. It's literally just like little baby amounts. Be like, here's your participation prize, get it out of our face. And the only time you do get rewarded is if you put money into the game. And again, like Timmy, Honor of Kings, like they have ways for people to get skins for free. I'm talking about quality skins, not like the Hollow Earth ticket skin that hasn't been touched in over 3 to 4 years. It's not like that. They're releasing new skins and giving the ability for players to get these skins for free. Of course, they're gonna have their higher tier skins that they're gonna have gacha rolls for, cool, yada yada yada. That's fine. That's fine. I think that's perfectly fine, because they're also bringing that balance and making sure that they have something available for those free players. And while I do appreciate the map change that we've had after 3 years, I feel like it's just a little bit too late for the map change to save the game. There's many approaches Pokemon Unite could take, like merging the China version with global, but it feels like they just continue to add all these meaningless updates. Let me know what you think. Do you think Groudon is actually going to change anything, or are we going to be stuck in the same lifeless cycle? Peace.